All right, so today we're talking about an insane body transformation from one of my clients, Joel, who dropped well over 50 plus pounds with working with me inside of our coaching program over 6 months. So I'm gonna walk through Joel's exact diet, training program, the strategies we put in place, some of his goals, why he decided to do this, so that maybe if you're on the fence about jumping into a transformation, if you're like, yeah, I want to, I need to, I know I wanna lose weight, I know I wanna get in better shape, just not sure if it's possible, hopefully Joel's story will inspire you. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Joel and talk about his starting point, where he began, and some of the things we put in place right away so you can start to build your transformation today. All right, so let's talk about Joel. Joel came to me right before he was turning 40 years old. He wanted to get in the best shape of his life over the course of a year from age 39 to 40. He looked in the mirror and was just unhappy with what he saw. He was a former college athlete, had gotten into the business world, had a tremendously successful career, beautiful wife, beautiful kids, but just felt like he wasn't living up to his own standards. Wanted to finally get his health in order, get the weight off, get the belly fat off. So Joel came to me at a starting weight of 242 pounds. You can see his starting photo here, and we're gonna talk through how we created a nutrition plan that he could follow while traveling, while on the road, because Joel did a lot of traveling for his job, had to go to conferences, had to go meet with clients all over the West Coast. He was constantly in a hotel or at work events, and so he needed something that was flexible because he wasn't gonna be able to follow the standard bodybuilding diet, bodybuilding routine of being super regimented, super perfect all the time. So let's talk about the plan that we started with. So Joel kicked off his plan with focusing on really two big factors, all right, when it came to nutrition especially. Number one, controlling his calories. Joel, right off the bat, went to Vegas for a business trip. That was like our first week together. And so we had to immediately implement something that was gonna be flexible, that he would be able to maintain even when he's out of town, out of his regular routine. So our big thing was controlling his calories. We started his calorie target to be under 2,400 calories a day. I gave him a window. I basically said, eat anywhere from 2,000 to 2,400 calories a day. You don't have to eat breakfast. We started intermittent fasting just because it was going to be easier for him to maintain, and then get enough protein. All right. His goal, now keep in mind, his weight at the starting point was 242 pounds. His target protein for each day was 200 grams. So way less than the gram per pound that you might have heard on the internet, just enough to make sure we're maintaining muscle, possibly building a little bit of muscle, and keeping his appetite at bay. Now, when traveling, Joel liked to occasionally dabble with some alcohol. And one thing I warned him of was making sure that we account for those calories. So if he was gonna be drinking at a work event, each drink, we budgeted about 250 calories. So I said, look, if you're gonna have 2 drinks, that's 500 calories from your day, immediately gone. So be careful with drinking too much. Also be careful with your appetite during drinking and afterwards. Make sure you focus on protein during that time, chicken, steak, fish, things that are gonna keep your appetite under control. Joel successfully navigated his first business trip, and from there on, it was off to the races. So now, let's see where Joel ended up at about a month into the program. So about a month in, Joel had dropped from 242 to 232 pounds. You can see his progress is really starting to take shape. And this is typical of early on in a training program where you're cleaning everything up, your workouts, your diet, your step count, your sleep. You're being more mindful of your alcohol intake, your water intake. So your body starts to make some pretty big changes. You can typically see a huge weight drop up front. Not everybody, but most people do see a larger than normal weight drop up front just because you're getting rid of excess water, excess glycogen that's stored in the body. And you're gonna start to feel like super excited about it. And that's exactly what happened with Joel. His motivation started to just go through the roof because his momentum was picking up. He started to see his body actually change when before he had tried a lot of different things. P90X, he had tried paleo, he tried keto diets, and he just didn't see that kind of progress up front. And the main reason why, he just couldn't stick to it. So we had a plan that he could stick to for over a month, so he started to see massive progress. So in terms of workouts, what Joel did was about a 4 to 5 day per week training split. Here's what we did. We had 4 days per week that he was required to get a workout in, 30 to 45 minutes first thing in the morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturdays were optional. If he woke up and felt good and had 30 minutes, he would do a quick kind of body weight only, high intensity interval training style workout. If he didn't get it in, his only mission during the weekend was to hit his step goal, which we set at about 10,000 steps per day, every single day of the week. If he felt like training, he would knock out that workout. If he didn't, it was all good. Monday and Sunday were off days. Monday was a big work day for him. He didn't want to have to be in the gym early or at his house working out early. He just wanted to get in the office, get work done. Sundays were often a travel day in the evening, so he just wanted to spend the day with the family and relax, and then he would be off to wherever he had to travel to. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday were our set workout times, 30 to 45 minutes. And then every day of the week, we didn't do any extra cardio. It was just hit your daily steps, no matter what it takes. Go for a walk at night, go for a walk at lunch, go for a walk after your workout in the morning, and hit that 10,000 step goal per day. So month number 1, down 10 pounds, Joel's crushing it. Let's jump into a few months into the program, so I'll show you where he's at. We made some nutrition changes, and I want to cover what that looks like, but let me show you his progress pictures right now. All right, so 3 months in, Joel was just absolutely crushing it. His focus and determination were off the charts. He was down about 30 pounds 12 weeks into the program, which I'll be completely honest with you, is more than the average person tends to lose. Typically 1 to 2 pounds a week is what I see from most clients. However, Joel was just an overachiever, and this is just what he had done in all parts of his life. So I wasn't really that surprised, but I will say it's not the norm. Joel just decided to be super focused, super dedicated. He was following something that just fit perfectly into his lifestyle. A calorie target, a protein target, and then he was able to just eat what he wanted as long as it fit within those buckets. Couple that with 4 workouts a week and daily step goal, he was absolutely crushing. But around the 3-month mark, we hit a little bit of a plateau. His progress pictures were amazing, but a couple weeks went by and we really didn't see any changes. His energy started to, peak a little bit. He just felt a little bit down about the fact that he wasn't seeing the scale drop, which once again is a teaching moment for me as a coach. I always encourage you to be patient, let time do its thing, let science do its thing. Just keep going. Things will automatically change if you stick to the process. But knowing Joel, I wanted to keep his motivation and momentum high, so we made a couple tweaks. Here's what we did. Monday through Friday, we lowered his calorie target to 2,000 calories a day. Now keep in mind, this is pretty low, but Joel just said he wasn't really that hungry during the week. He's so busy with work, so busy with business stuff that he just didn't have time to eat. So hitting 2,000 calories was really a breeze for him. On the weekends, we actually raised his calories up a little bit. So right around 2,400 to 2,500 calories Saturday and Sunday. This gave him the opportunity to go on a date night with the wife, have extra food with the kids, and not be over his overall calorie target for the week. We also dialed in his steps. There was a few days I had noticed Joel being under 10,000 steps a day. So I said, look, man, 10,000 is the bare minimum. I'd like you to be closer to 12,000 steps a day just because it's going to keep you focused, keep you dialed in. Joel said, no problem, I got it. And let's see what happened 4 months into the program. So as you can see with Joel's progress picture, abs are starting to come in, stomach definition is just through the roof compared to his starting point. He's 205 pounds a little over 4 months into the program, which is insane. Like he dropped 35 plus pounds, 37 pounds in 4 months is unbelievable. Joel's energy was through the roof. His confidence was just skyrocketing. He kept telling me how great he felt, how confident he felt. The only bad downside was that he had to buy a lot of new clothes. Like he had to go get all his suits refitted. That part, of course, is the price you pay by getting in better shape, but he was happy to do it. He was happy to just go and get all new clothes, start wearing clothes that fit better, look better. His confidence was just outstanding. So at this point in the program was where I encouraged Joel to take a small diet break, up calories a little bit, just a few hundred calories a day, give your body a little bit of a reset, keep your intensity high, keep your energy high, everything moving, and then we'll get back to the lower calories after about a week or so of just a little bit higher calories. So that's what we did about 4 months in. Let's fast forward 6 months, and I'm gonna talk about how Joel felt at the end of the program, how he looked, and all the things that he got out of it. All right, so 6 months into the program, Joel had achieved just an amazing transformation. Once again, I wanna give all credit to Joel for just working his butt off. Not making excuses, not allowing life or work or family stuff to be an excuse, but for him to be a reason to actually do the work, to go do the workouts, to follow the nutrition protocols. From month 4 to 6 after our diet break, the biggest changes that we made were just dialing in the fact that occasionally he would be a little over his calories. It was enough to where, hey, you're not losing progress, but it's just slowing down progress a little bit, right? So dialing that in, Joel just was dropping fat like crazy. I wanted to show a before and after of his 39th birthday versus his 40th and how much different he looked. Like, he looks like a totally different person. He's got abs now, as you can see in his final progress photo, but most importantly, he looks happier. Like, he was so proud to take a picture with his kids, with his family. His family could not believe how much work he had put in. Like I said, I'd probably get accused of it being a fake transformation, but that's the price you pay when you got clients who are just killers like Joel. He's an amazing person, amazing client, and I was just super proud to work with him. So the big thing here is that Joel now is as lean as he really wants to be. Any leaner than that, he's gonna start to feel, probably a little too skinny, wants to start building some muscle. So now we switch over to a reverse diet. That's our next phase that Joel and I are gonna go through, where we take where he is now and we start adding calories, training specifically for building muscle, not being so worried about staying super shredded, super lean all the time, but building a physique that he can be 100% proud of, and also building his metabolism back up from where it was before. So that wraps up the video. This is the insane transformation that Joel went through inside of my lean body lifestyle coaching program. If you're interested in learning more about how I might be able to help you go through the same process, you can check out my website, thetruetransformation.com, and learn all about how we help other clients all around the world not only transform their bodies, but their lifestyle and all parts of their life in the process. So thanks for watching. If you made it this far, smash the thumbs up for Joel, give him some props, leave a comment congratulating him on all the hard work that he put in, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Peace.